Normandy and Brittany do not sparkle, they glow. This is not Riviera, France. This is sea light, wind, stone, and history that refuses to be decorative. The coast here doesn't try to impress. It expects you to keep up, and it will outlast you if you don't. And the first thing you notice? The air feels different, sharper, saltier, almost metallic. Joe took one deep breath and said, "This smells like responsibility." Yes, exactly. Étretat rises out of the English Channel like nature decided to sculpt something theatrical and then never stopped. These white chalk cliffs were formed roughly 90 million years ago, which means they've been dramatic longer than Paris has been fashionable. The famous formations Port d'Aval, a giant natural sea arch, L'Aiguille, a needle-like rock spiking straight out of the water. From above, the coastline curves like deliberate sculpture. From below, it feels overwhelming in scale. And the beach? Pebbles, smooth, polished stones that clatter under your feet with every wave. It's not the soft sigh of sand, it's a percussion section. In the late 19th century, Parisian society discovered this place and immediately built elegant villas along the cliffs. Writers like Guy de Maupassant retreated here. Claude Monet painted these cliffs obsessively, studying how the chalk shifted from gold to blue to silver depending on the hour. Joe tried to capture the Monet light on his phone. He now has 47 nearly identical photos and a new respect for Impressionism. And yes, this is where Normandy's culinary personality begins. Butter, cream, apples. Tarte Normande isn't subtle. It's orchard and dairy having a very confident conversation. This region does not believe in low-fat anything, and honestly, I support that. Then we move to Honfleur, contained, intimate, almost delicate. The Vieux Bassin, the old harbor, is lined with tall, narrow houses leaning ever so slightly toward the water, as if they're checking their reflection. It's visually harmonious in a way that feels accidental, but absolutely isn't. In the 17th century, ships left from here to explore North America, including expeditions to Canada. This harbor wasn't just pretty, it was a launch point. St. Catherine's Church is one of the most fascinating details. Built by shipbuilders after the 100 Years' War, it's constructed almost entirely from wood. The interior resembles the inverted hull of a ship. Faith, built like a vessel. It remains one of the largest wooden churches in France. Joe stood inside and whispered, "This feels nautical but sacred." That's actually correct. Honfleur also seduced the Impressionists. Reflections on water, masts cutting through sky. It's living geometry. And the food? Seafood that tastes like it arrived 5 minutes ago. Mussels, oysters, scallops, buckwheat galettes. Crisp, earthy, honest, and salted butter caramel. Joe ordered it and went completely silent except for the word, "Wow," repeated with increasing intensity. Normandy doesn't need flair, it has flavor. Then the mood shifts. Omaha Beach. On June 6, 1944, this stretch of sand was one of the 5 Allied landing sites during D-Day. Today it is wide, quiet, almost deceptively peaceful. The scale surprises you. The shoreline stretches farther than you expect. The bluffs behind it make the landscape feel imposing. And that physical reality adds perspective. At the Normandy American Cemetery overlooking the sea, rows of white crosses and stars of David face west, orderly, still, precise. The wind moves softly across the grass. No theatrics, no spectacle, just dignity. Joe didn't joke here. He stood very still, and that felt appropriate. Then Brittany delivers the finale. Mont Saint-Michel rises from the tidal flats like something imagined first, then built second. According to tradition, in 708 AD, Bishop Aubert claimed the Archangel Michael instructed him to build a sanctuary on this rocky island. So he did. The structure climbs vertically, village at the base, abbey layered above, spire piercing the sky. It appears gravity resistant. And then there are the tides, one of Europe's highest tidal ranges. At high tide, the island floats. At low tide, vast sands stretch outward like an exposed stage. The transformation is constant. During the French Revolution, the abbey was used as a prison and somehow survived every political shift thrown at it. which only adds to its mystique. And yes, the omelets. La Mère Poulard made them famous in the late 19th century, whipped theatrically over open flame. Joe tried to flip his own version later. It did not survive the pan. Mont Saint-Michel feels mythic, but grounded. Salt air, stone glowing at sunset, warm food, a perfect ending. Which Normandy town is home to one of the largest wooden churches in France, built by shipbuilders and designed to resemble an inverted hull? A. Étretat. B. Honfleur. C. Bayeux. D. Mont Saint-Michel. Comment A, B, C, or D below. Yes, there's a prize involved. Want to check your answer? See the leaderboard and catch tomorrow's location? Head to QuizzesWithFlare.com. Drop your guess in the comments. Share this with someone who thinks coastal France is just beaches. Secure your bragging rights. Normandy and Brittany don't compete for attention. They hold it. Sea light, quiet luxury, history carved into cliffs and memory pressed into sand. This isn't France performing, it's France remembering. Tomorrow, different landscape, different rhythm, same curiosity. See you in the next one, darlings. Cue the confetti. Grab your party hat, your loudest kazoo, or just Joe's leftover pastry wrapper and wave it like a flag. Because it's celebration time, darlings. We're spinning that gloriously glittering wheel of wonder to find out who's strutting into today's spotlight like the trivia royalty they are. Drumroll, please. Preferably dramatic, with jazz hands. Congratulations to our lucky winner. You'll get a message in your comment faster than Joe can say, "Is that pastry free?" So keep those peepers peeled and your inbox ready. We just need your details to send over your sparkly surprise. And yes, glitter is optional, but highly recommended. Didn't see your name this time? Don't spiral. Darling, this is a series, not a saga. The next quiz is just hours away, and your spotlight moment might be one spin away. So stay sharp, stay fabulous, and most importantly, stay in the game. Your turn is coming. I can feel it in my trivia bones.